Hey guys, it's Tenille Arts here. I'm gonna show you how I curl my hair, just like this. I've had a lot of people ask about how I curl my hair, and it's actually really simple. So I just wanted to show you guys how I do it. I start off with wet hair. Obviously I don't start off with wet hair every day because my hair takes forever to dry. So I just wash my hair. You can use whatever thermal heat protectant you like, doesn't matter. I just give it a good coat. And then, okay, I'm going to brush out my hair. I use a wet brush and go through, brush it all out, and then I blow dry it. So I'm gonna do that and I'll see you guys back in a minute. Okay, now that my hair is almost completely dry, such a workout, I'm seriously sweating. I take a roller brush and go through, and I find that it really helps to kind of tame down some of the crazy little pieces that always want to stick up. So yeah, I just go in with a roller brush and turn the heat up a little bit on my blow dryer. Oh my gosh, it takes such a long time to blow dry my hair, but I'm going to part my hair, and you guys can part it wherever you like to. I usually do it pretty much down the center. And I like close enough. Now we are going to get to the actual curling part of this tutorial. So I brush out my hair again, and I'm going to show you guys the tools that we use for this type of curl. It's so easy, and super inexpensive stuff. Like, I got this at Walmart or Target. It's just a curling iron. I think it's half-inch maybe. I don't know. And then this part is optional, but I also like to keep a straightener handy because at the end sometimes I will take the ends and straighten them a little bit just to make it not quite so curly. So, okay, I'm just gonna show you guys what I do. So I start out with, just take your favorite hairspray, and I go through and just put a little bit of hairspray everywhere before we even curl it. I find that this really adds some texture that your curling iron can grab onto, because sometimes when I'm doing my hair, if I haven't put anything in it, it just slides right through. And then I put a little bit more of this heat protectant in my hair. Okay, now we're ready to curl, and sometimes this is also optional. Sometimes I'll take dry shampoo before I even, I just washed my hair, but sometimes I'll take dry shampoo and just go through and give it a little bit more texture up top. This also, I think, helps your hair last longer. So, I'll just touch up my hair over the next few days, and it works really well. So, we take our curling iron. This part is so fun. I saw this type of technique on, actually, my hairstylist from back home in Canada, she showed this on her Instagram story, so I'll try to show you guys that as well. But this is how I curl my hair. So I take this and just go through it once, and then I go through and you loop it around one time like this. And then you kind of pull through and dip out. It's the only way I can really describe it, but you're unlooping and just doing that the whole way down, and then let it go. And I know it looks super curly right now, but I'll show you guys. Okay, we'll do that one more time. So you pull it out, take it once, loop it around. I loop it around a second time, and then you just let go of that curl that you just made. So let go again. It's super easy. Like I can curl my whole head in like 5 minutes if I really want to. Okay, so now we're gonna go through and do all of that on this side, and then I'll show you the opposite way on the other side. So you might have noticed that I'm leaving kind of the ends and not curling them. That's because I usually go through at the end and actually kind of straighten the ends a little bit. So just to prevent going over them a bunch of times with heat, I just don't do the ends of them. I also like this technique because I find that you don't really have to section out your hair. I used to always have to kind of do the bottom section and then, you know, work my way up, but I find that this is just super easy and super fast. So, yeah, and I think that it lasts a long time. I used to use the wand and so you'll notice on this side that I'm curling away from my face. You can also alternate those if you want. That can give it a little bit more of a chill look as well. But so this side is done, and we were curling this way. Now we're gonna curl this way. And you just take that front section, go down again, and take it like this. So you're going around, I guess, twice the first time. And then you're holding it there for a second and dropping that curl. Taking that all the way to the bottom. You can also take smaller or bigger pieces depending on what you want it to look like. I hope you haven't gotten to the point in quarantine where you've tried to cut your own hair and give yourself bangs. I'm serious, there was a day there where I was like, maybe I should cut my hair. But just try some different hair tutorials and play around with your hair that you already have and don't give yourself bangs. I think that's like, we're gonna come out of quarantine and everybody's gonna have like crazy hair. As far as I can tell, this hairstyle also works on shorter hair as well. It's literally just the exact same thing and you're just letting the pieces go until you can't go any further. So I think it's really cute on short hair also to leave the ends a little bit more straight. So I'm excited to show you guys how I do that. Okay, that was our last piece with the curling iron, so now we're good. You can touch up here and there if you need to, but now I go through and just comb it out with my fingers. I don't use a brush or anything like that because we don't want it to get frizzy or anything like that, but you can comb it through. And now if you like the super curly look, You can leave it super curly like this, which I do sometimes. I'll leave it like this every once in a while, but now I'm gonna go through and kind of touch up the ends a little bit. So I take each piece and use my straightener on it. You could also just continue to use your curling iron, which you would just then kind of use as a straightener and go through like this on the ends of your hair. But I find that a straightener is a little bit easier if I'm traveling with both, or if I have both around, I'll usually use the straightener just because it's a little bit easier to use. Okay, so now we just go in and take this on a few of the ends. You can kind of just find little pieces here and there that you want to straighten. You can do as little or as much as you want of this, or not at all. My hairstylist also did this in the photo shoot that we had for my album. So the one that I'm sitting in the little Airstream, she straightened some of the little pieces on the ends of my hair. Okay, I think I like the way that that's looking. So now I'm going to take a little bit of hairspray and just go through. I lift up these pieces a little bit to give it a little bit more extra volume and spray a little bit along the roots. All right. That's how I curl my hair. Sometimes I go through and give it a little bit of poof on the top, but this is it. This is how I do it. So I'm gonna try and show you guys the back. Hopefully you can see that. There we go. I hope you guys enjoyed this tutorial.